Hello and welcome to today's October 22nd second stimulus check update and second stimulus package update. Today I'll be going over where we stand with the stimulus checks and the stimulus package. We were told Tuesday was a hard-line deadline, and now it is Thursday. We were told a deal will be done this weekend, so where are we really at? All right, now if you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. I appreciate you being here. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now. Okay, both Steve Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi say they are making progress on the stimulus negotiations. They say that having a hard deadline for Tuesday actually sped the negotiations up a lot. But for me, I look at this as just another broken promise that should have been kept way back in July of this year. So they continue to push the deadline back, but say how important the deadline is. Honestly, what I imagine is the two of them sitting in a room, and Pelosi passes a piece of paper to Steve Mnuchin. He reads it and then passes it back to Nancy Pelosi. She reads it and then passes it back, and on and on and on. And then they walk out and say, we've made great progress. All right. Now, I know some of you follow me just to hear about the stimulus checks, while others come here to hear about the check and about the unemployment situation. So as of today, Thursday, Steve Mnuchin and Pelosi say that they agree that another round of stimulus checks is necessary and that they will hold the $1,200 line. So that is not part of this back and forth negotiation. That is something that they've put a pin in and is holding, right? They have also agreed on unemployment. However, we don't know the amount. Is it going to be $300 a week, $400 a week, $600 a week? We don't know that. But one piece of good news that I did read today is Nancy Pelosi says the language indicates that the unemployment would be retroactive back to September 6th. So to me, that's a very good thing. That means that everyone who's unemployed right now will at some point get a lump sum check of all of those missed weeks back to September 6th. Now, I know from people in my own life who received that lump sum, they said it was like a godsend to get a big lump sum of money all at once and then continued unemployment. So I was grateful to read today that that will be retroactive back to September 6th. Okay, now what we don't know regarding the stimulus check is, will it be $500 for dependent children or $1,000 for dependent children? Republicans want $1,000 while Democrats want $500. Democrats want money for children to go to the school system. So they want $200 billion to go to the schools, while Republicans only want $105. So that's kind of the trade-off. More money to the family and less to the school, where Democrats want more to the school and a little bit less to the family. I am curious, so let me know in the comments below. If you have school-aged children, would you rather have $500 extra come to you, or do you like the idea of that extra money going to school systems? Let me know what you think in the comments. Another major hang-up is how much will go to state and local governments and the language around liability protection. Democrats are saying that the way that the liability protection is written right now gives bulletproof protection to businesses to protect their employees and their customers. They're saying that they want, if there is negligence, they want somebody to be able to sue a business if they get the coronavirus from their place of employment. Now, in most cases, you can't sue somebody for getting the flu or getting the common cold or a stomach ache. You would have to prove, that negligence. So maybe that's what they're looking for. Now, I wish that the situation we're in right now weren't so close to a presidential election. I honestly believe that Democrats and Republicans are using this stimulus negotiation as a weapon against each other. And unfortunately, the only people being cut or injured is us, the American people, right? Their paychecks haven't stopped. They're continuing to receive taxpayer-funded income. So we're the ones being hurt, but they are making this into a political weapon to be used against each other. Now, according to Nancy Pelosi, we are just about there, she says. At this point, I'm sharing what these people say while acknowledging that they have been saying this since July. So that's why I'm not using clickbait or hype. Like, I'm just telling you the update without any of the sizzle, right? Like, this is just their words. Now, Pelosi did say that if she didn't think a bill would get done, she wouldn't spend 5 seconds with Steve Mnuchin, okay? So, obviously, by spending time with him, she is signaling that she thinks a deal will be done. I can't help but think, man, she must really have bad feelings towards Steve Mnuchin if she wouldn't want to spend 5 seconds with him. But anyway, they are spending time together, right? They're on the phone every day trying to work this thing out. Now, Pelosi said, we can do something great, and I'm still optimistic that we can do that. So she is still signaling that she is optimistic. And speaking of signaling, Marco Rubio, who is a Republican senator, said that he is willing to vote for this higher bill, citing that inaction, by not taking action, it may down the road cost the American taxpayer more money than taking action right now. So he's saying basically, let's not kick this can down the road. Let's just solve the problem right now and help people. So he's signaling that he, as a Republican in the Senate, is willing to vote for this bigger package. Now, President Trump said, I don't see any way Nancy Pelosi and crying Chuck Schumer will be willing to do what is right for our great American workers and our wonderful USA. So President Trump is kind of signaling that he doesn't see this getting done, and he is, again, continuing to blame Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer's more been working behind the scenes trying to block Judge Barrett. Just 2 days ago, he tried to shut down all of Congress until after the election. They voted and were able to keep Congress open. That would have shut down all stimulus negotiations. But from the Democratic side, they're saying, President Trump, stick to $1 amount. You keep jumping around and confusing your own party. So I'll just share that with you as well. Now, I still believe that there is going to be a stimulus check and a stimulus package. I just cannot say what the timing on this will be. Right now it seems the Republicans are very focused on getting Judge Barrett approved, and the Democrats are very focused on blocking her from being approved. Outside of Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin, both parties are basically just focused on this judge situation, it seems. Now, from an outside source, Jerome Powell, president of the Federal Reserve, and many other economists are saying, we strongly advise the need for another stimulus package, and sooner rather than later, as this could have devastating and lasting effects on the U.S. economy. So this is my update for right now. Seems that the deadline on Tuesday maybe sped up the negotiations, but did not remain a concrete deadline, which we were all hoping for. Now, the presidential debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden is tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. I will be watching with bated breath to see what it looks like. It may end up looking more like a hockey match with punches and fights than a game, but we will see. The 20 winners of the $100 from our community will be contacted to let them know that they are the winner. That contest is now over. I will try to do another one here in the near future. I do want to say thank you to my community for those that went and supported my wife with her new YouTube channel. She seeks to encourage people share wisdom and ideas on self-development and self-improvement. So again, thank you for heading over to her page. Lastly, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. Please don't forget that. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.